Okay guys, I am back and I did a little work ahead for the challenge this week, for Emily's challenge. It is week 5 and let's see, it's supposed to be tied, silver, spring, greeting card, letters or numbers, and cardboard. So I worked a little ahead on this part of the cardboard because we're going to end up making a cover piece, and I am kind of going with the theme apparently. You know how sometimes like things just like start coming together and you don't even really know why or how. So I am going to show you kind of what we're going to do. Like I said, I stripped the cardboard, but I'm going to strip this little piece because we're going to use it for a pocket here in a second. So I'll show you how I do it, and then we'll quickly kind of assemble that while this is drying. All right, so how I strip cardboard is down here where it's kind of corrugated, right? I just take my little tool and I kind of pull. And if you want, sorry, kind of a torn look, then I kind of just do that. And then I'll pop it in little sections up a little bit to give me a little bit of kind of more jaggedy type looks. And then I just kind of pull up, pull apart. Okay. Like so. And you can leave like these little pieces here and stuff. It just gives it some character. I need to remember to start bringing my reading glasses along. I think that the time has come to admit defeat on the whole reading glasses thing. Okay, so now this is what I do. You don't have to, and you don't have to have gesso. You can do it with white paint. Just remember, a little dabble do ya. This is just Walmart's cheap acrylic gesso. And this will probably appear on, some people ask me like what products I use. So I'll make a video probably right after I finish this one. Kind of list out things that I find useful for that, like as far as like products. I think I bought that bottle like 2 years ago, so I've gotten a lot of money's worth out of that whole bottle. It's getting low now because I actually do use it quite a bit. So, and so then yeah, you just put it all over like so. Let that dry for a second, and then I like metallic paints quite a bit in all kinds of shades, and I get a lot of them at Walmart for like $1.50 or whatever they are. And I got this at Hobby Lobby years ago. It works well. It dries pretty quick. It's a shimmer silver, and I know you guys have seen me use the gold. So yeah, that's another one you can get, but I would highly suggest waiting until you can find it on sale. That would probably be ideal. So I'm just gonna kind of, how you would use your distress ink is kind of the same technique that I'm just using on these edges here, like so. Okay, so wet my fingers. And I guess one of the most valuable tools you have is your fingers. That usually works pretty good. Okay, so, and I'm also kind of doing like we're gonna call gray silver too. And this is what happens sometimes with your paint. So prepare to get messy. I don't know that I've ever like walked away clean when using paint. So when I pause the video in a minute, then we'll, then I'll go clean up my hands, but okay. So this is my base. And so basically the concept is it will sit on the top of a cover of a book like so. And if you're curious, the size of this one is about 6 3/4 by 5 inches. So I'm gonna use this little gray envelope, gray, silver, you know, that sort of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this side, like probably in there, kind of measure it up here. I'm gonna leave a tuck here, so it's really only gonna be glued right, like in the elbows, the bend. And then we'll toss some ephemera in it. Hopefully that's got enough in there. Keep it down. Oh, I should have probably made it go over that way a little bit. I wonder if we can still get it up. We can. Not very pretty down there now, but I'm so worried about measuring it up top to bottom that I didn't really think about measuring it from side to side. And this tuck doesn't have to be very big, so that's kind of good. Oops. That's better. Open a little bit because I got a little glue right there. All right, so since we used these the other day, we'll go ahead and continue to use these. And I'll back these off camera so that we're not taking up time, but just so you can see how it's going to be filled. So that goes closed. And then this one, we're going to glue these three, or this, and this, so it's a top tuck. I guess I should probably, when I pause, I'll have to remember to try to look for silver ribbon. That is one thing I forgot to bring that I intended to bring. Okay, let's make sure they still pop up. I don't glue in here. Okay, now let's see how dry our little piece is. Probably not very. It's still just a little bit wet, so I'm just gonna dab up like extra here. That way we can glue it down. Actually, maybe we'll put the numbers on it. I just so happen to have a little bit extra of a piece from everything we've been doing, which will work perfect, that has both letters and numbers. You guys are doing all right. Things are still kind of crazy. Last Friday afternoon, I got a call from my dad saying that my favorite aunt was really sick and only given 2 weeks to live. So I was trying to make plans to go see her. In the meantime, she actually passed away. So It's been a little bit rough this weekend, and her funeral was yesterday. And then I think I ate something funny at the reception, because my stomach has been bad all day and I've been kind of having like chills. I feel better now, but yeah, it was kind of, yeah, I don't know. I don't generally have stomach issues like that, but it was pretty interesting. So yeah, it's been a crazy week again. It was a crazy weekend. We finally got Bo's car on Monday. It was supposed to happen like Saturday, and he ended up getting a different vehicle. I can't remember when's the last time I filmed like for updates. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna set all of this aside and I'm going to pause to go get my silver ribbon and to kind of let it dry, and then I'll be right back, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get this little thing finished up. This is kind of how it turned out, and we got to get a ribbon on it, because isn't it like we have to tie something, right? Tied, silver, spring, greeting card, letters, numbers, and cardboard. Okay, yeah, I think I got it all. Hopefully. So, yeah. I'm not the greatest at tying bows, so I think I'll just go ahead and snip this off where I think it gives us just a little bit extra room. And then I'm gonna make a couple of, because I think we'll have time here, make a couple little cards. I don't want that. Sorry, I went away there for a second. I was concentrating on trying to get that tied. So that'll be kind of the closure for that. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and glue it to the back of this. I think that's probably about right. And we'll trim up that in a minute. Oh my goodness, my nose. Get a little drippy. No idea why. Okay, so just throw a little bit of glue on there, and just to kind of hold it in place, because when we glue it down to the cover, it'll kind of stick on its own. Like, we'll put glue all the way around it, so just enough to get it stuck. Okay. Now, go ahead and kind of fiddle with that for a second, kind of trim it off. So, and then I always do what they call burnish the ends. Just so that my ribbon doesn't fray out. Those ends. Okay. And then there we go. And then I think I'm going to make this, I'm going to cut a little bit off of this one. About an inch off, I think. And then we're gonna make a little tag for it. So that would be about an inch, right? Actually, let me get my burnishing tool out. There it is. Okay, we're just gonna clip that, save it for the other side. All right, let's stick this in here in our little top pocket. And we might add lace or something a little bit later for that. And then I brought these because I think we'll put a couple of these. I'll use up those pieces we've been using. Like I've got some extra scrap stuff here, so I thought we would use these. That puppy, oh my goodness, I don't know if you can hear the clanking in the background. I don't know if it's like loud enough to hear that, but she eats and eats and eats and eats and eats. Not even joking. That little girl is a chow hound. I mean, she's growing fast, which obviously puppies eat a lot when they're growing, but I can't quite believe how much she eats. It's a bit nuts. Oh, and there she goes a-barking. Sorry, guys. She's a baby, though. And she's barking at the cat because the cats don't really like her because she's too playful. Well, and truth be told, the cats don't like any dogs. Yeah, they have the total cat behavior or opinion of dogs. I mean, it's understandable. And then we kind of accomplished two things, right? There's more numbers and letters in these little tags. Yeah, I think they're pretty cute. I had honestly had forgotten about these little tiny guys. Just sit in my stash. One nice thing about the tissue paper, it does poke out pretty easy. Let's put a little more glue on that right there. All right, should we do a third one? Oh, I forgot to poke that out. All right, let's do the typeset right there. So we'll do 3. that. Just a little lower. Wow, silent movie era, huh? Ugh. And I got stuff stuck to me all the way around. All right. Okay. All right, let's get these dry. I'm kind of almost wondering if we need a word of some sort. Thinking like spring. Oh, I think these need to be cut down, I think. Yep. I vaguely remember that now. Oh, I guess we'll just trim them off. I'm really enjoying this challenge. Well done, Emily. It gets you out of a rut if you're in one, for sure. For sure. All right, now I'm thinking I'd like something more here, and I'm debating, do we wait? Do we wait until we have the kit that we're gonna use it with, or I don't think I have any silver dots. Yeah, I only have white. I don't have silver. I was thinking like the pearls of here. I think I'm gonna wait, and I think I'll just call that like complete for now, because we could even put like, when we put it in a journal, we could just do a cute little tiny something and maybe a flower on there. A cute little spring flower. In fact, do I have any out here? I don't think that I do. Yeah, all my paper flowers are still in the back. Okay, well, I will just call that a project complete. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you, Emily, for putting this challenge together. It's been really, really fun. I've enjoyed it. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.